Welcome back to Mornings in Winterthur. I mean, it actually isn't morning anymore. It's about 20 past 12, but hey, close enough, isn't it? My name's Mike Gray, and I'm a pastor in the Swiss Reformed Church here in town. And during these strange Corona days, I'm trying to reach out to other English-speaking internationals, or English-speaking Swiss for that matter, and take care of my own sanity and spiritual health by reading the Moravian texts of the day and uploading a short meditation on them. I'm doing that on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and maybe a little something special on Sundays. So today, Friday, April 3rd, 2020, Old Testament reading. Blessed are the people who know the joyful sound. They walk, O Lord, in the light of your countenance. That's from Psalm 89, verse 15. New Testament reading. Live as children of the light, for the fruit of the light is found in all that is good and right and true. That's from Ephesians 5, verses 8 through 9. You know, there's a weird discrepancy right now. On one side, we have people in our societies who are doing the heavy lifting, who are working on the front lines. And these people see scary stuff on a daily basis. If you're a cashier at a local supermarket, you are on the front lines and you see scary stuff. You see scared people shopping. You see people reacting to everyday situations in ways that are not completely normal. If you're a cook at the local retirement home, you are on the front lines and you see scary stuff every day. Specifically, you see scared, confused residents of your retirement home who don't understand why their family members don't come to visit them the way they normally do, who feel cooped up and bored and get crabby and keep on forgetting what's going on. If you're medical personnel at a local hospital, you're living with security checks. You're dressed for biohazard work. You're dealing with severe overcrowding and often don't have all the equipment you should have. You see scary stuff. And then there's the rest of us. The majority. Most of us are doing our physical distancing thing. We're at home. We've got the internet. And whatever else is inside of the four walls we live in. Now, that can be very difficult, and I do not want to underplay the issues involved in being cooped up for long periods of time, of cabin fever and like the social things that can develop. But still, we're not in the kind of scary, potentially traumatizing situations that the minority of people in our society currently are. Yeah, I mean, every once in a while we need to go out and do whatever we need to do, and the streets are empty, and that leaves a strange feeling in the pit of your stomach. But on the other hand, you just kind of look around. I mean, I look past the camera and out the window. Has there ever been such a beautiful spring? Or is it just that I notice it more this year than ever before because of this discrepancy between the beautiful weather outside and this strange virus that is attacking us? The only place we see the scary stuff, the potentially traumatizing stuff, is when we choose to fire up our computers or our televisions or radios and acquaint ourselves with what's happening out there and start seeing all the pictures and hearing the voices and reading the statistics. Now, that is something we should be doing. I'm convinced of that. We need to take the situation seriously. It helps us notice things that we shouldn't be doing. For instance, here in Switzerland at least, currently we really shouldn't be buying up gear that the hospitals need and contributing to a situation where medical equipment like face masks is being sold at obscene prices, and lots of other things. Finding out what we shouldn't be doing is important, and to do that, we need to pay attention to the news. Also, By paying attention to the news, we may start noticing some things, some good things we can do to help. Great, do that. Hey, Aunt Carolyn, sewing masks for the people at the old folks' home in Philadelphia, Mississippi. That's what we're talking about. And if you aren't paying attention to the news, you won't know how you can help. However, I think there's something else we can do as well. We can take Paul seriously when he says, live as children of the light. For the fruit of the light is found in all that is good and right and true. You see, we're not helping anyone if we obsess continually about all the bad, scary things happening out there. We're not helping anyone if we turn ourselves into basket cases by sitting in front of whatever the local government's statistics page is and just keep on clicking refresh to find out how many new coronavirus cases there are in our area. That doesn't help. It doesn't help us, and it definitely doesn't help other people in our society who are actually struggling on the front line with those issues. Live as children of the light, for the fruit of the light is found in all that is good and right and true. Where are you going to find all that? Well, you might find it in your favorite Facebook group for sharing cat pictures, or in my case, pictures of St. Bernards. You might find it in your backyard. You might find it out your window. You might find it when you take that walk, carefully and not too often. We're not helping anyone if we only concentrate on the bad stuff. And we can help if we take time to take care of ourselves and to cultivate moments of light and truth and beauty. You know, a lot of these thoughts that I'm sharing today came out of a conversation I had with the person who directs or coordinates events at the local retirement home where I'm a chaplain. I do still go there probably 3 or 4 times a week for really urgent cases. Otherwise, I'm not there, and one thing I can't do is my normal Easter church service. So I was talking to Evelyn, and I said, well, one thing I could do, even if I can't go and do the service, obviously, because you can't have all the people together, at least I can write up the service on a sheet of paper and print it, and you guys can distribute it. And I can talk about some of the challenges, and I can encourage people. And Evelyn, she kind of gives me this look, and she's like, yeah, Mike, you do that. Can't hurt. But, she said, there's one thing I don't want you to forget to do. Take lots of pictures of your new puppy, Capone, and your old dog, Choco, and send them along too, and I'm going to print up those too. Because, Mike, I'm sure we need the things you're going to say, but we really miss seeing your dogs. So, that's what I'm going to do. Lord of Light, illuminate our lives. Draw us out of our dark and lonely places into communities that reflect your light for the world. Amen. So stay safe, keep hope, be wise about where you go, and may God bless us and keep us.